Hey, NewsNickelers, Monticello here, bringing you 5 news stories to help you make sense of the world. It's Tuesday, December 19th, 2023, and we are going to get right to the news. First up, Texas passed a new immigration law that would empower state authorities to arrest and deport migrants. Now, this is a very big deal. Many people are afraid that this is going to lead to human rights abuses. And also, you might remember from government class that the federal government has exclusive authority to handle immigration matters, and the states are really not allowed to interfere with something that the federal government has the sole authority to do. So there's already conflict between the state and the federal government here, and we'll see what happens with this law. All right, sticking with immigration, over the weekend, Donald Trump gave a speech in which he said that undocumented migrants are poisoning the blood of this country. It kind of hurts even just saying that. And it's not my job or my purpose to tell you who to like or who to support or who not to like and who not to support, and it wouldn't be appropriate for me to do so anyway. But just the fact that that language is the same language that was used by the Nazis. And you might remember from history class that the Nazis are really, really bad. So I just put that out there. We always want to try to be aware of what our politicians are saying and thinking about what they mean and the consequences of that. Okay, young Americans. Studies show that more and more young Americans kind of don't care if we have a dictatorship or a democracy, specifically amongst Gen Zers and millennials. They don't really see the difference between democracy and dictatorship. Now, I like to think of myself as young, but I prefer democracy. But that's just because I like crazy stuff like freedom and liberty and rights. And Winston Churchill said democracy is the worst form of government except for all the others. Democracy is flawed, it's not perfect, and it's difficult, but it's pretty awesome if you like thinking for yourself. Okay, next, GeoGuessr type AI. GeoGuessr is a fun game where they give you an image on a screen and you got to try to guess where in the world you are just based on the background and stuff. A few people created this AI program that can pretty much pinpoint your location anywhere on Earth by looking at a picture. It's basically like a master geoguesser. Now, many people think this could have a lot of benefits, specifically environmental benefits. You can track, the health of the landscape, migration of species, things like that. But of course, other people are also afraid that the government could use this tool to, invade people's privacy, track them or whatever. So pros and cons to every issue. All right, lastly, we're tracking a bunch of storms around the world. You got volcanic eruptions in Iceland. You've got deadly rainstorms in the Northeast, a deadly earthquake in China. This just kind of reminds me to, not take anything for granted and to be thankful for the blessings in my life. So put today's news nickel in your knowledge bank. You'll be good to go. See you tomorrow.